The lawyer read my mother's will in a conference room that smelled like lemon polish. 4 years of her care had my name on it. The will didn't. Everything. The house I'd nursed her in, the savings, even her wedding ring, went to my sister in recognition of her devotion. The will was signed 3 weeks before Mom died. I was there that morning, being sent out for groceries I later learned nobody needed. But someone else was in that house every day in teal scrubs with the notebook in her chest pocket. And Grace wrote everything down. My name is Ray. This is my story.
4 years earlier, Mom had a stroke on a Sunday. Karen lives 40 minutes away. I lived an hour and a half. By Thursday, I'd given notice on my apartment and moved into my old bedroom. Somebody had to. That's the whole reason. Somebody had to. Care is not dramatic. It's pills sorted into little boxes, handrails you install yourself, pureed dinners, and reruns of quiz shows she always won. It's learning to lift a person with your knees, not your back. 4 years of Tuesdays that all look the same. I'd do it again tomorrow. Mom made quilts. Even after the stroke, 1 stitch at a time with her good hand. Every bed in that house wore one. She said a house isn't warm until you've made the warmth yourself. I still think about that. Karen visited on holidays with photos in a fruit basket and her husband Ted, who calls himself a wealth strategist. They'd stay 2 hours straight in 1 picture frame and drive home. Mom always waved from the window until their car turned the corner. When the doctor said the word hospice, a nurse named Grey started coming daily. Teal scrubs, coffee black, a laugh that made Mom's eyes crinkle. She charted everything in a small notebook before typing it up. Old habit, she said. Paper doesn't crash. And suddenly, in Mom's last autumn, Karen discovered devotion. Weekly visits, then twice a week, then whole afternoons with the door closed, with Ted idling in the driveway on his phone like a getaway driver who'd never read a map. I kept getting errands. Ray, Mom wants those lemon biscuits from across town. Ray, the pharmacy called. Looking back, the errands always came when a certain Grey Sedan was parked outside. A lawyer Ted knew. Not Mom's lawyer, Ted's. Mom was drifting by then. Some days she knew me. Some days she called me by my father's name and asked if the war was over. On her clear days, she held my hand and said, "You'll stay in the house, Ray. It's yours. The house knows you." I believed her. She meant it. On October 9th, I was sent out for groceries at 9 and came back at 11. The Grey Sedan was pulling away. Karen said Mom had a good morning. Mom was asleep with her face to the wall. 3 weeks later, she was gone. At the reading, Karen cried in all the right places. The new will, dated October 9th, left everything to her. Ted squeezed her shoulder and looked at me the way a man looks at a problem he's already solved. I went home to a house that suddenly wasn't mine. Grace called me 2 days later about a forgotten box of medical supplies. I must have sounded hollow because she asked what happened. I told her about the will. The line went quiet. Then she said, "Ray, what was the date on that will?" We met at the house. She brought her notebook and the printed charts because Hospice keeps records the way churches keep bells. She flipped to October 9th and turned it toward me. 0940. Patient not oriented to person, place, or time. Did not recognize daughter. There was more. October 9th, 10:15. Visitors present. Family requested privacy.
Nurse asked to wait outside, against care plan. And one line from October 5th that stopped my heart. Patient states they keep bringing papers. I want Ray. Where is Ray? She wrote down my mother's own words. The probate attorney Grace recommended read the charts twice and put her glasses down. She said two phrases I'd never heard before: testamentary capacity and undue influence. Then a third I understood immediately: this will won't survive them. We contested. Karen's lawyer opened confident. Then came the hospice charts, time-stamped, signed, legally mandated records kept by a woman with no stake and perfect handwriting. You could watch the confidence leave the room like air from a tire. Grace testified for 40 minutes, calm, precise, kind. She never once raised her voice. She read October 9th aloud, and the room got very quiet. A nurse's chart doesn't argue. It just remembers, in ink, at 9:40 in the morning. Then it came out that the helpful Grey Sedan lawyer was Ted's fraternity brother, that the will's two witnesses were Ted's golf partners, and that neither had spent 5 minutes with my mother. The judge used the word orchestrated. Ted's smile finally sat down. The October will was set aside. The real will, the one Mom made years earlier with her own lawyer, stood. The house to me, the savings split fairly, her ring to Karen. Mom had been fair to both of us. That was the part Karen never doubted and never deserved. Karen paid the legal costs. The court saw to that. And Ted's wealth strategy practice discovered that judges talk and small towns listen. People stopped handing him their parents' futures. I didn't have to lift a finger. Ink did all the lifting. The house is warm again. I fixed the porch that Mom always worried about, and her quilts still cover every bed. On clear mornings, I drink coffee in her chair by the window, and the light comes in exactly the way she liked. Her unfinished quilt went to the hospice along with a dozen finished ones. Grace's patients get them now. Warmth Mom made with her own hands. Still doing rounds. She would have liked the arithmetic of that. On Tuesdays, I read at the hospice. Westerns mostly, and the racing results for a retired jockey named Bill. Grace says I'm the only volunteer who shows up in all weather. I tell her somebody has to. It's the whole reason. Somebody has to. Karen called on Mom's birthday. We talked for 20 minutes about nothing, which is how our family says the big things. She's not forgiven. She's not banished either. The door's like Mom left it. Not locked, just heavy. Here's what I learned. Love doesn't show up 3 weeks before the end with a lawyer in a Grey Sedan. Love is 4 years of Tuesdays. And when the people you trust rewrite the story, the truth survives in the margins. Written down by someone who was only doing her job beautifully. If this story stayed with you, tell me in the comments. Who showed up for your 4 years of Tuesdays? Every week, I share one true-to-life story about family, betrayal, and the quiet ways justice finds its way home. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.